My girlfriend remarked, "You're overly kind. I like rebels," ridiculing my faithfulness. I replied, "Fine," then forwarded her messages to her rebel spouse. She soon discovered how truly rough things could become. I, 27 male, recently terminated my relationship with my girlfriend Natalie, 25F, in the most gratifying manner imaginable. We'd dated for 2 years, shared a home for the past 8 months. I believed our bond was strong, covered 50% of the rent on a decent place, divided food costs, the full household routine. Last Thursday, I returned home ahead of schedule from my job due to food poisoning. Wasn't messaging since I was concentrating on avoiding vomiting in my vehicle. As I entered, Natalie was lounging on the sofa video calling somebody. She failed to notice my arrival. "He got me blooms again yesterday." So foreseeable. Male voice from her device. "Feels intense, sweetheart. When I get blooms, it's following some mistake I've made." Chuckling, correct? Like, where's the thrill? Where's the fire? He's simply so gentle constantly. It's dull. Lucky you've got me instead. Tuesday was amazing. When can we meet next? Spouse has reading group Friday evening. Arrive around 8. Spouse. I slipped out silently, headed to my car, and remained there absorbing it all. Natalie was being unfaithful with a wedded guy while scoffing at me for staying devoted. Kind. Drove aimlessly for an hour. Returned. Behaved ordinarily. She inquired about my day. Pecked me. Greetings. I held it together. Stated I felt unwell. Retired early. Friday morning as she bathed, I committed an act I'd never attempted previously. Examined her phone. I realize. But spouse kept resonating in my mind. Located him right away. Dexter Monroe, 32, wedded with 2 children based on his profiles. Employed at an investment company. Messages between them spanning 3 months. Began work-related. He was a customer at the public relations company where she is employed. Then playful, then intimate. Some key points. Him. My spouse believes I'm at the fitness center. Lat, her. Glad I'm your session. You revive me. That's what rebels do. Unlike my partner, though. Still can't fathom you're with that nerd. Not much longer? Just need to sort the housing matter. The housing I was funding half of. Great. Scrolled further. Discovered the decisive proof. A message from the prior week. Her darling, I'm delayed. Delayed for what? My cycle, idiot. Oh, hush. What now? Calm down. I'll manage it. Could be useful influence, though. Influence. She planned to pregnancy trap this wedded guy. I captured every image. Sent it all to my own email. Returned her phone. Headed to work as usual. She messaged her typical, "Enjoy your day, darling." I answered with my standard. "Same to you." All the while I was crafting my strategy. Initial move, locate the spouse. Dexter's online presence was largely private, but men like him always err. Found a marked image from his office holiday event. Dexter and Valerie Monroe at the snapshot station. Valerie Monroe navigated to her page. Home decorator, independent entrepreneur, mother of 2 sons, 6 and 4 years old. Her most recent entry was regarding couple's evening with partner from 14 days back, while he was messaging my girlfriend about her lips. I dwelled on this throughout the day. A segment of me desired to simply challenge Natalie. Gather my belongings. Depart. But then I recalled her chuckling about how kind and expected I was. How tedious my devotion was. All right, let's be unexpected. That evening, Natalie prepared elegantly. Heading to Sabrina's for vino evening. Enjoy, darling. Peck farewell. Door shut! I paused precisely 10 minutes, then began operations. Set up a disposable email. Included every capture. Composed a brief note. Valerie, you are unfamiliar with me, but I believe you ought to view these. My girlfriend is involved romantically with your husband. I recently learned. The timestamps indicate when he claimed to be at the fitness center or over time. There's also talk of a potential pregnancy and influence. I regret informing you this method, but you merit awareness. A fellow deceived companion. Dispatched. Then I commenced gathering. By 11 p.m., I'd relocated all I valued to my friend Thomas's residence. Abandoned all the furnishings. It was primarily hers regardless. Drafted a straightforward letter. Natalie, I'm aware of Dexter. His spouse is aware also. The place is yours. I've covered my portion of this month's rent. My name is removed from the agreement Monday P.S. Ends up being kind involves allowing you to handle your own chaos. Best wishes with your rebel. Your tedious former placed it on the kitchen surface with my key. My phone began exploding at 11:47 p.m. Update 1, good heavens, the aftermath was swift and impressive. Friday night, after I dispatched the email and departed, evidently Valerie accessed it amid her reading group. From what I assembled afterward, she excused herself, sped directly to their residence, and discovered Dexter and Natalie in her mattress. Her mattress. I know this since Natalie rang me 47 times from midnight to 3 a.m. I ignored. The voicemails began furious, advanced to alarm, concluded in weeping. What have you done? His spouse just arrived. This is madness. Answer the phone immediately. She's summoning authorities. I'm at the precinct. I require you to respond, please. Please ring me back. I lack a place to stay. Saturday morning, I arose at Thomas's to messages from unfamiliar numbers. Unknown 1. This is Dexter. We must converse man to man. Unknown 2. Hello. This is Valerie Monroe. Gratitude for informing me. May we speak? I replied to Valerie. Certainly. Correct. I regret your ordeal. She phoned instantly. Composed tone, but you could detect the resolve beneath. I wish to express thanks in person. I've doubted for months, but he always convinced me I was irrational for questioning. I apologize. Discovering this way must be terrible. Discovering them in my mattress was terrible. Learning my husband impregnated his 25-year-old lover. That's surpassingly terrible. She's expecting? Indeed. She ensured to inform me just before I had her removed by authorities. Goodness. May I inquire, how long have you been aware? Learned Thursday. Dispatched you the captures Friday night. You acted quickly. She believed I was overly kind, decided I'd perform the kind act and reveal the facts. She genuinely chuckled. Well, your former is about to learn how unkind the world can be. I've already secured our finances and contacted my attorney. Dexter earns $300K annually and agreed to a prenup. Unfaithfulness provision. He's finished. Meanwhile, Natalie's efforts to reach me intensified. Since I wasn't responding, she contacted shared acquaintances. Saturday afternoon, my phone sounded. Jake, a shared friend. Man, what occurred? Natalie's at my house panicking. She was unfaithful. I departed. Quite straightforward. She claimed you had her detained? No, she detained herself. I merely stated the facts. Brother, she's claiming she's expecting. Not my issue. It's Dexter's offspring. Who's Dexter? The wedded guy she's been intimate with. Pause. Then, oh damn, she omitted that detail. Astonishing. She requires retrieving her items from the place. Doors open! I abandoned my key. She can take anything. You won't be present? No. Obtained all I require. Harsh man. Believed I was overly kind? He disconnected. Saturday genuine pestering commenced. Since I wouldn't respond to Natalie, she attempted all tactics. Created a phony Instagram to message me. Emailed my professional address. Phoned my mother, who instructed her to depart firmly. Appeared at Thomas's residence. That final one was entertaining. Thomas opened the door. Is he present? I know he's present. He's absent. Thomas fibbed effortlessly. I'm expecting. He can't simply desert me. Appears like your issue. This is entirely a mix-up. If I could merely clarify. Clarify what? How you stumbled and landed on another man's anatomy. She began weeping. Loud, theatrical sobs. Residents emerged. Someone warned to summon authorities. She departed. Sunday introduced fresh events. Dexter's spouse Valerie messaged, My attorney wishes to converse with you regarding the captures. Would you provide a formal declaration? Definitely. Also figured you should be informed. The expecting seems to be false. She confessed under duress that she was merely delayed, not truly expecting. Was attempting to ensnare him. Naturally she was. Then Dexter himself arrived at Thomas's residence. Varied tactic than Natalie. Purely professional brother. We must resolve this, he stated when Thomas opened. I approached the door. Nothing to resolve. Listen, I'll compensate you. $50K to erase everything and inform my spouse you fabricated it. Your spouse already possesses everything, also witnessed them in her mattress, so $100K. Man, your spouse is aware it's finished. You devastated my existence. No, you devastated your existence. I merely included your spouse on the notice. He advanced threateningly. Thomas, who boxes recreationally positioned between us. Departure time, friend. Dexter departed, but not prior to. You lack comprehension of whom you're challenging. A mid-level supervisor experiencing a midlife issue.
I'm petrified.
Monday morning arrived with repercussions for all. I visited the rental office immediately. Eliminated myself from the housing agreement. The supervisor, Sharon, was puzzled. Typically, both sides must consent. Here's the matter, Sharon. My former was utilizing the place for illicit encounters. What? Not commercially, but she was intimate with a wedded guy there. His spouse discovered them Friday and authorities were summoned. I cannot be linked to that. It wasn't exactly illicit trade, but the police involvement and turmoil threat sufficed. Sharon consented to hasten my elimination. Meanwhile, Natalie was discovering genuine repercussions. Her position at the public relations company? Terminated. Ends up intimate relations with customers is disapproved, particularly wedded ones, particularly when their spouses are also customers. Valerie's home decoration enterprise utilized the same company. She messaged from a fresh number. I was dismissed, due to you. You were dismissed because you were intimate with a customer. You didn't need to inform anyone. I didn't. His spouse likely did when she phoned your superior. I'm facing eviction. I can't manage the place solo. Should have considered that prior to craving a rebel. I despise you, all right. But the highlight arrived Tuesday afternoon. Valerie phoned again. Wish to inform you. My husband is receiving divorce documents today. Also, your former is facing litigation. Litigation? Interference with marriage. It's still valid in our state. My attorney states the messages where she mentions influence and confesses, knowing he was wedded, render it certain victory. Impressive. She's facing substantial penalties, particularly since she mentioned deliberately becoming expecting to blackmail him. Incredible. Engage in foolish contests. Receive foolish rewards. We genuinely chuckled. Final inform. The total collapse of Natalie's existence has been remarkable to observe. First, the litigation. Valerie was serious. Interference with marriage suit lodged for $500K. Natalie retained some inexpensive attorney who advised her to compromise. She lacks $500K. She lacks $5. Her parents intervened, phoned me pleading to end this. Her father actually stated, "You demolished our daughter's prospects over wounded emotions." She demolished her own prospects. I merely revealed the facts. What sort of man acts this way? The sort weary of being labeled overly kind. They disconnected on me. The housing resolved naturally. Natalie couldn't manage it solo. Attempted to locate a flatmate, but rumors had circulated. No one desired to reside with the woman who caused authorities at the structure midnight. She violated the agreement, forfeited her security, and relocated with her parents. Dexter's existence collapsed even greater. Valerie claimed everything from him. Residence, vehicles, funds. Children reside with her. He provides enormous child maintenance and spousal support. Highlight: his employer dismissed him for image harm. Evidently, having your lover litigated by your spouse is detrimental to operations. He messaged me once more. I trust you're pleased. Overjoyed, actually. Last heard, he's in a one-room place operating rideshare. But Natalie hadn't finished her entitlement. Last week, she attempted one ultimate move. Arrived at my workplace with a full pity tale for front desk. I must speak with him. It's a health crisis. Security summoned me. I descended but prevented her beyond the entrance area. She appeared worn, truly worn. Luxury attire swapped with casual wear. Flawless cosmetics absent. Hair in a disordered tail. What health crisis? I'm expecting. Genuinely this time. Congratulations. Dexter must be excited. It's yours, I chuckled. Genuinely erupted in laughter. Security appeared worried. Natalie, we haven't been intimate in over a month. You were occupied with your rebel. Recall, every Tuesday and Friday. We were intimate 3 weeks back. No, we weren't. I was at a seminar 3 weeks back. In another region. With documentation and observers. Her expression collapsed. The expecting was genuine, simply not mine. Please assist. I require Dexter won't respond. My parents are appalled. I lost my position, my place, all, and I regret, all right? I regret I called you dull. I regret I was unfaithful. You're regretful you were exposed. Please. I'm expecting and solitary and facing litigation. Show some mercy. I did show mercy. You deemed it dull. So you devastated my existence? I dispatched some messages to a spouse who merited the facts. All else? That was entirely you and Dexter choosing poorly. You're a fiend. No, I'm kind. Kind enough to reveal the facts. Kind enough to depart silently. Kind enough? Kind enough to not complicate your existence beyond what you've done, but not kind enough to rescue you from your own repercussions. Security advanced. Madam, departure time. She exited yelling about litigations and vengeance. Security prohibited her from the structure. That was 7 days back. Yesterday I received one ultimate inform from Valerie. She compromised the interference suit for 50 plows. Natalie's executing an NDA. Natalie's parents compensated it to end everything. Valerie's contributing it to a women's refuge. Ironic fairness, she stated. Regarding me, I'm fine. Superior to fine. Began dating someone fresh. An educator named Grace, who finds delivering blooms endearing, not dull. She truly values kind. Natalie desired a rebel. She obtained one, a wedded one, who devastated her existence and abandoned her expecting and litigated. Meanwhile, her overly kind partner merely revealed the facts and departed. Suppose being kind isn't so dull after all. It's simply wise enough to recognize when to cease. The final message I received from her was, "I trust you're pleased demolishing existences." I didn't reply. But yes, Natalie, I'm quite pleased. Ends up observing justice deliver repercussions to those who scoff at devotion is actually rather fulfilling. Savor your rebel repercussions. I'll be here being expectedly content without you.